What if I tell you it's actually the seemingly easier set of questions that either cost you a job or land you a job? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Career Cocktail, and in this episode we are going to talk about 5 seemingly easy set of questions that will definitely come in an interview, and if you keep them handy, the answers of those questions handy, that will be super helpful for you in your next interview. So what are these questions? Let's start looking into them. First one, a very infamous question is, what are your strengths? You cannot be answering hardworking, team worker, team leader. No, not these one word answers here. You would also have to back what you're saying with strong examples of what you have delivered. It is no less than a star focused question or a star format question. So let's get into how to better answer this question. So we can say something like, I am a strategic thinker. In my project X, I ensured that we have a project charter created because of this complex issue that came up, and we ensured that we stayed within the timeline to actually deliver the end result. So that shows that you had something and you have a backing of that example. And second of my strengths would be, let's say, stakeholder management. Again, back it with a reasoning. A simple 2-3 liners around that and how that really converted into an impact. Okay. So next up is, what are your weaknesses? It's not a trap question. Don't think about that, but also do not take it lightly. Like saying something like street food is my weakness. No, not that. Something at work. Again, no one words here as well. You have to explain that and detail how you are improving at it. For example, it could be that I really lack prioritization skills and I'm working on it. How I do it? One, two, three. Probably, I eat the frog at the first, right? So that's how I prioritize, and I am but trying to do better at this. Next up is, why should we hire you? Again, seemingly simple question, but definitely has to have a structure. So I am linking this video, which you can go and refer to, and that will really support you with how you can attempt this answer particularly. Next question is, where do you see yourself in next 5 years? Again, sounds simple, but you cannot be generic at it. You have to know what is happening in your arena, your world, or your career line, and accordingly answer this. You definitely need to have some jargons, some keywords that are used around. For example, how I used to attempt this question back in my campus days when I was appearing for company interviews or mock interviews is, I would say something like, as I joined this company, given a choice, I would want to pick some HR generalist roles and progress myself. A couple of years down the line, probably I would want to pick 1 or 2 centers of excellence basis my inclination at that time, and try and gauge the kind of interest that goes further with it. A few years further down the line, I would want to see myself becoming the director of a particular center of excellence. So that's how you give your 5 to 7 year plan, and you should be good. You cannot say something very blatantly and openly like, I want to be the CHR of the company in the next 5 years. This is not possible, right? 5 years is too less. Or you say something like, I want to start something of my own, I want to be on my entrepreneurship journey, etc. Yeah, but that should be 5 years down the line. You can say that I want to gain some experience from this particular company or this particular niche business or something like that. The last one is, why do you want this job, or why are you looking for a switch, or why particularly this company? This question does not have a straight answer. It has to be a multifaceted answer. In this question, you will be answering 3 things. It's a 3-in-1 question, okay? You will be answering why, what is this company offering you, what is this role offering you, and how do you fit in this, right? So this answer is threefold answer. So now a pro tip, any interview would end with, do you have any questions for me, or do you have any questions for us from the interviewer, right? In that case, you have to ask not something that you ask for the sake of asking, no, and again, not something that you do not ask at all and you say that I don't have any questions, and do not ask something wrong, something which is not at all important. For example, what is the work life balance like, or what would be my working hours? No, you can ask more clarifications about the role if you have any doubts, but nothing beyond that. What are the kind of questions that you can probably ask? So you can ask something like, how does this role fit in the larger scheme of things or larger team, etc. That's one. Or two, probably you can ask, what does success look like for this particular role in the next 6 months to 1 year? What will be the progression of my career, right? Number three could be, do you need me to clarify something in my profile or improve something, or any feedback for me during this interview so that I can, hone my skills better, right? So that's about it for today. See you in the next video. Till then, please subscribe to my channel and put in the comment section what are some of the other challenges that you are facing in interview, and we will pick that up next.